really enjoy at least a nice and minute.
Lenny, get up! Lenny! You're gonna be sick like you was last night.
That's good, George. You try some too, George.
I ain't sure it's good water. It looks kind of scummy to me.
Making their fingers in the water, George. Look what I've done.
Tastes good. Don't seem to be running much though. Lenny, you oughtn't drink water that ain't running. You drink water out of a gutter if you was thirsty. That bus driver didn't know what he was talking about. Just a little stretch down the highway, he said. Just a little stretch. Damn near 4 miles.
George?
Yeah?
Where are we going, George?
Jesus Christ, so you forgot that too.
I forgot. I try not to forget. Honest to God, I did, George.
You know, I might as well just spend all my time telling you things. You forget them and I gotta tell you again.
I tried and tried, but it didn't do no good, George. I remember about the rabbits, George.
The hell with them rabbits. You can't remember nothing but them rabbits. Don't you remember? They give us work cards.
Oh, yeah, George. George?
Yeah?
I ain't got mine, George. I must have lost it.
Of course you ain't got it. It's right here. You think I'd let you carry your own work card? So, what you got in your pocket?
I don't have a thing in my pocket, George.
Of course it ain't in your pocket. It's in your hand now. What you got in your hand?
I don't have nothing, George.
Come on, give it here.
It's only a mouse, George.
A mouse? You have a live mouse?
No, just a dead mouse, George. I didn't kill it, George. Honest. I found it dead.
Alright, give it here.
Let me have it, George.
Give it here. What do you want of a dead mouse anyways?
I was petting with my tongue once along, George.
Well, you ain't petting no mouse while you walk along with me. Now let's see if you can't remember where we're going.
I forgot again, George.
Jesus Christ. Going to work on a ranch, like the one up in Weed.
Oh, sure, George. I remember up in Weed.
We're gonna go in and see the boss.
And see the boss.
But you're just gonna stand there and not say nothing.
And not say nothing.
Because if he sees you work before he hears you talk, you say, you got that?
Sure, George. Sure, I got that.
Alright, now, when the boss asks you questions, what are you gonna do?
I ain't gonna say a word.
Good boy, now say that over a couple of times.
I ain't gonna say a word. I ain't gonna say a word.
And you ain't gonna get in no more trouble like up in Weed neither.
They run us out of me, George.
God almighty, if I was alone, I'd live so nice and easy.
We gonna work on the ranch, George.
Yeah, you're right. But I want to stay here tonight. Because I want to. I want to sleep out here.
Why ain't you gonna go to the ranch and get some supper, George? They get supper at the ranch.
No reason at all. I just kind of like it here. Alright, now you go out and get some firewood. And don't play around. It'll be dark before too long. Alright, give it here.
Your work, George.
Come on, you're not pulling anything over me. Are you gonna give it to me? You gotta have things soft.
I don't know why I can't give it, George. It ain't nobody else. I didn't steal it.
Oh, Lenny. I ain't taking you away just for neatness. I'm not very fresh. Besides, you broke it while you was pregnant. You get a fresh one, I'll let you keep it a while.
I wish we get the rabbits pretty soon, George.
The hell with them rabbits. God almighty, if I was alone, I could live so nice and easy. And what have I got? I got you. You can't keep a job and you lose me every job I get.
I didn't mean nothing by it, George.
You get in trouble and I gotta get you out. It ain't bad people that raise as hell, it's dumb ones. You just wanna feel the girl's dress. Well, how the hell she know you just wanna feel her dress? Just pet it like it was a mouse.
I didn't mean to, George.
Of course you didn't mean to. You didn't mean for her to scream like bloody hell either. You didn't mean for us to hide in the irrigation ditch. The guys have been out with us with guns. God almighty, I wish I could throw you in a cage with a million mice and let them pet you.
George. George.
What do you want?
You want I should go away and leave you alone, George? I could find a kid. If I found a mouse, I could keep it. Wouldn't nobody take it away from me.
I've been mean, ain't I?
I can go right off in the hills, George. I can leave anytime.
Nah, look, I was fooling you. I'll make a deal with you. The first chance I get, I'll buy you a pup. Maybe you wouldn't kill it, you could pet it for it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
George! Tell me about the rabbits, George.
You get a kick out of that, don't you?
Go on, George. Go on.
Guys like us is the loneliest guys in the world. They ain't got nothing to look ahead to.
But I does, George. Because I get you to look after me, and you got me to look after you, George. Go on, tell us something.
No, you go ahead, you know all of it.
No, it ain't the same if I tell it, George.
Well, we're gonna get a little place.
For the rabbits. Tell about the rabbits in the cages, George.
No, you go ahead, you know about Harvey.
I forget some of the stuff, George. It's not the same if I tell it. Tell how it's going to be.
I ain't got time for no more. So, what are you gonna say when the boss asks you questions?
I ain't gonna say a word, George.
Good boy, that's swell. Say, maybe you're getting better. I bet I can let you tend the rabbits if you remember that good.
You bet, my God.
Hey, Lenny. I want you to take a look around here. I want you to see if you can remember this place. The ranch you're going to is about a quarter mile up that way. You just follow the river and you can get here.
Sure I can, George. Didn't I remember about not gonna say a word?
Yeah, you did. Well, look, if you just happen to get in trouble, I want you to come here and hide in the brush.
Hide in the brush.
Hide in the brush until I come for you. You got that?
Sure, George. I come in here and hide in the brush and wait for you.
Well, at least I hope so. You know, it's be nice out here looking up.
George?
Yeah?
Let's have different color rabbits, George.
Sure. Red ones and blue ones and green ones. Millions of them.
The furry ones, George. Furry ones. That's the ones I saw at the Sacramento Fair.
Sure. Furry ones too.
I could go away because I could just leave you alone, George.
Aw, shut up.
George?
Yeah?
I'm shutting up, George.